you can't be free from reason, because that's irrationality, and that's the essence of flavor.
Populism is a dangerous beast. Basically, we believe in the doctrine of original sin. We believe that all men are sinners, not just the oligarchs. Everyone has got their blind spots and everyone's got their thing. So a population rising, a populist uprising, might be right and it might be wrong. They too have to be governed by the Logos, right? The people can't just say, you irritated me or you took away something I liked. It's got to be to the law and to the testimony. What does God say? What does the Word of God say about what my responsibilities are in this situation? So you want a people who are answering to the Logos, and in the configuration we have now, it seems to me that there was a sociologist named Peter Berger who said that if you took India as the most religious society in the world, and Sweden is the most secular society in the world, he said America is a nation of Indians governed by Swedes. So we have a very secular cohort at the top making decisions out of a secular worldview, and the population that's uprising, whether or not they've got all their T's crossed and I's dotted, they are certainly more in tune with the Logos, the way God made the world and the way God revealed himself in his word, than are our secularist overlords. Would you agree with that?
I think that the founding fathers were faced with the problem of competing Protestant sects. How are we going to deal with that? And the answer was practical reason. Mm-hmm. The answer was Logos, practical reason, or morality.
Right.
In other words, you have no freedom to. You can't be free from reason, because that's irrationality, and that's the essence of flavor. So John Adams said we have no constitution that functions in the absence of a moral people.
Right.
So what they're saying is basically, okay, we have these different denominations. We're not going to get into that, but we need a moral consensus. And it turns out that we do have a moral consensus. I think, there was the issue of slavery was contentious. It eventually arose and disrupted that consensus. But the whole history of my life, my kind of long life, I guess now I can say, was the disruption of the moral consensus that Americans had.
Right.
And that was called the sexual revolution of the 60s, or the cultural revolution, or whatever you want to call it. But it was deliberately disrupted. And sex was the thin end of the wedge that was used to disrupt that. And certain groups were interested in overthrowing it because they knew that if you could create immorality, the people would be slaves to their passions, and they could manipulate their passions and control them.